Good morning. Two words that will improve your conversational read. I'll get to that in just a few seconds, maybe a couple of minutes. Hello. Welcome to the morning voiceover huddle, where we give you just a couple of tips or tricks to kind of help you grow and sustain your voiceover career. My name is Mike Hathcote. I've been doing this off and on since 1995, and I'm a full-time professional voiceover talent. So I'm glad you're here. Okay. So before we get into the topic of today's huddle, go ahead and like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and hit that notification button so you'll be notified when these huddles happen. We do this every weekday at 10 a.m. Well, I'm sorry, 9 a.m. Pacific, and yeah, we have a good time here. So all right, so let's talk about today's topic. Oh, and by the way, chime in on the live chat. Let me know where you're watching from. We'll do some shout outs here shortly. Two words. Now, these two words, for those of you who are already in the voiceover blueprint, you probably will, this will be a review for you, but hopefully a good reminder. This topic has come up multiple times in our performance webinars that we have in the blueprint. And those two words are you ready? Drum roll. A and the. All right? The letter A, or the word A, and the word the. Lot of times when I'm working with a new voiceover talent and they're just kind of starting to try to get that conversational read sound, which, by the way, if you've been in voiceover more than 5 minutes, you'll know that conversational is pretty much the main bit of direction you're gonna get. That's kind of what everybody wants these days, is conversational, and it makes sense, right? Because you wanna relate to the person who's doing the VO, and so by acting or by reading it conversationally, you sound more like a real human versus, some robot or whatever. So, A and the. When I'm working with new talent, a lot of times when they start to read, they will say the long version of those words. In other words, a and the versus and the. Something about reading makes them read it that way out loud. Now, if you read it that way in your head, that's fine. But reading it out loud, the letter or the word a and the word the will change your conversational read. I'll give you an example. If I read the sentence, I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. Versus, I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. Which of those two sentences sounds more realistic? Here they go again. I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. Right? The short versions, the and the, sound much more natural than a and the. Now, it's not 100%, okay? Every now and then, you will find that you will need to say the long version of that, and a lot of times, it's at the beginning of a sentence. So, if I say, you know, um, the the biggest way to work on your voiceover talent, or work on your voiceover reads, is to say A and the. The biggest way, the biggest way. It actually works both ways there. But every now and then, you will need to change it to the, but I'm telling you, 99 times out of 100, it's gonna be the short version, and the. Okay? So one more time. I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. I need to go to the store to pick up a gallon of milk. That's the difference. Okay? So, all right, that's my lesson for today. Let's get into some shout outs, shall we? Oh, we got a lot of people in here today. All right. Corey was first from Whitehall, Wisco. There's Becky from the Mitten. Nephi from Knoxville, GS from Longview, John from Denver, Kirk from Greenville, South Carolina, Nancy in Yankton, South Dakota, and there's Sarah from Kentucky. Christopher says, hello from icebound St. Joseph, Michigan, where everything is canceled. Yeah, I guess so, if everything gets iced over. So I used to live in Denver, by the way, John, and I was amazed. I grew up in the South, in Tennessee, and yes, whenever it would snow or even ice a little bit, they would shut everything down. But in Denver or in Colorado, they're used to that kind of thing. It would snow a foot and school would still be going on. So it's, I guess, all what you're prepared for, right? Let's see. Ralph says, greetings, Mike. Ralph from Fresno. Hit that like button, y'all. Yes, hit that like button, y'all. Denise, hi from Long Island. Dennis, hello, Mike from Illinois. David from Hamilton, Ontario. Ethan, good morning from Toronto, Ontario. Sirius, hello from Charlotte. M.E. Dahl, good morning from Phoenix. Welcome, Mike. Please include me in any plans in the Phoenix area. You know what? You might have just, I think you might be reading my mind because there might be an event coming in Phoenix very soon. So keep your eyes out for that. Of course, I'm going to let everybody know when we actually do something, but yes, we are planning something possibly here in Phoenix, a live event. So it's still on the cooktop. We haven't done anything much with it yet, but that's the plan. So we'll definitely let you know. Terry says, hello, Mike, from very icy Falston, Maryland. Yeah, it seems like there's ice all over the place. John from ATL. Doug from Greensboro, North Carolina. Sarah from London, Ontario. And there's Robert from Atlanta. Got my water, tea, and honey for VO awesomeness tomorrow. Yep, we are recording Robert's demo tomorrow. And looking forward to that. He's going to crush that thing. Based on our practice sessions, anyway, he's going to crush it. Rachel from Dorset, UK. Evening, all. And by the way, Rachel, I'm glad we finally got you figured out on the access there to all your blueprint items. Sorry for the weirdness there that was going on, but I'm glad you finally got in. Oh, it jumped on me again. I hate it when it does that. Now I got to find where I was. Sandra, happy Thursday from Worthington, Ohio. Michael, warm hello from cold Central Illinois. Edward, howdy from Jacksonville. Kathleen says, good morning from Evanston, Wyoming. Big Daddy forever. Good morning from Northern Arizona. Wayne here, greetings. 6 inches deep in Port Orchard, Washington. There's Celeste, happy lunchtime in Newark, Delaware. Becky says, I was so sure the 2 words were going to be slow down. Hey, that's a big one too. Glad it wasn't a pop quiz, right? Slow down. There's a lot of 2-word things. Some of them we probably shouldn't mention on a live feed, but slow down is one we can, because that is also a big one for new talent. And there's something just about the adrenaline and just being behind a microphone that causes people to speed up, especially when you first start doing recording. And it is really hard to slow down. In fact, for years in my old booth across the closet, or I'm sorry, across the office over there in the closet, I had a sign right above my computer monitors that said slow down, because it was a constant reminder for me to just back away a little bit, or back off a little bit. Your brain, when it sits down behind a microphone, and we probably could do a whole huddle on this, but when you sit down behind a microphone, your brain all of a sudden says, we're performing. So your adrenaline starts going and it makes you go faster. And so what seems to be going a normal speed in your brain isn't. So it's really hard to kind of reel that back in. So anyway, that's a good call, Becky. Thank you. Eddie says, "Good morning from San Antonio." Chip says, "From Sherwin, Oregon, 2 words, Mike rocks." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, that's good. Christopher Bartlett says, "If the next word begins with a vowel, I would think that the long E is what you would want." Yes, like I said, there's really no hard and fast, like 100% rule, but I have noticed that more times than not, the short version sounds more natural. Dennis says, "FYI, Bill speaks about the Michigan cherry coffee, and I ordered some and tried it. Absolutely nasty. Yak. First sip sprayed all over my keyboard. Not a fan. Blah." Well, I'm not a fan of coffee, period. I've never had a sip of coffee. Of course, I've never had a sip of alcohol either. But yeah, I'm not a big coffee fan, so you're not going to get any kind of coffee suggestions from me other than throw it in the trash. John says, "Yeah, not many snow days growing up. They just give you an extra hour to get places." Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. When I was there, I mean, the plows would just be out in force first thing, and got to get to work, got to get to school. Theo says, "Good morning from the kitchen table in lovely Palace Hills, Illinois. Icy here too. A great day to stay inside and make some VO." Yep. Of course, every day is a great time to stay inside and make VO, but even more so when it's freezing outside. Brett says, "Good morning from beautiful Raton, New Mexico." Oh, Raton, sorry. He actually put the pronunciation in there for me. Thank you. I guess a lot of people probably do call it Raton. Raton. Raton sounds more dignified. I'm from Raton. Tracy says, "Good morning from Rochester, Minnesota." Good chat. Well, thank you. Porky says, "Good morning from St. Louis or St. Louis." And there's Mary. Hello there, Mary. Mary is our resident performance expert for our Thursday. In fact, today's Thursday, so she'll be doing it tonight, our performance webinar on the voiceover blueprint. By the way, if you want more information about the blueprint and kind of what it's all about, feel free to check out the description below and you can book a call, free call, learn more about it. And lots of people in the chat here that are in the blueprint. But I'm sure Mary will probably hear quite a few of the long A's and long B's as the time goes forward. So yeah. Voice 156, good morning from Holland. Well, good morning to you. All right. I think we've hit the bottom of the chat here. So this might be a short one. All right. If nobody's got any other questions, I definitely have a big day today. So once again, one last reminder, like and subscribe. Check the description if you want to learn more about the blueprint. And I'll see you tomorrow for Q&A. Tomorrow will be Q&A, so I won't have a topic. Bring your questions, and I'm happy to answer any and all that I can. And have a great day to you, Voice 156, and to all, break a lip. See ya.